Fight man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
All right, check out Hayes Investment Group, Stock and Cryptocurrency Investing. He wants you guys to know he give out free game on his YouTube channel right there, Neighborhood Stock Guide on Instagram. Cornelius Hayes about the stock market and how to invest your money one-on-one. Hit him directly up on Instagram, Cornelius Hayes, right on your screen. So you get it popular to get that extra money. In my Cardi B voice, appreciate the love and support. Check him out. Peace. All right, man, let's talk about Jarrett Hurd losing to Luís Arias yesterday. And I didn't think it was a split decision. I thought Arias won the majority of the rounds. I mean, like 9, what was it, like maybe 8-10, 7, I mean 8-2, 7-3 or something like that. I thought he dominated the fight. But check out the fight reaction playlist for more videos like this. Share the video, all that good stuff, okay? Oh. I just thought Arias was aggressive. He landed a cleaner, more effective shot. I thought Jarrett Hurd threw the harder shots, but they was too far in between. Arias was Ismail Salas now. Ismail Salas does a great job with a lot of these fighters, reviving them, retooling them, honing their skills that they already have already. But the biggest issue for Arias was that he was the B-side. That's the only biggest issue that he had. But, you know, he pushed Jarrett Hurd back. I think he took a little bit from what J-Rock did. He threw overhand rights. I mean, he threw punches and bunches. He fought to the point where they couldn't take the fight from him. That's what he did. His damn whiskers get on my nerves. He fought where they couldn't take the fight from him. And when you know the judges, or you may not be the A side, you gotta come fight for it, like Arias. You know, that's how people gotta come fight Canelo. You gotta pull up on Canelo, bash him, beat him up, push him around, bully him. You know, land in volume, and that's what that's what Arias did. Arias did everything he had to do to win the fight, so they couldn't take it from him. You know, because he lacked the power. And that was the biggest issue with Arias. He lacked power, so without the power, he made up with volume. And for Jarrett Hurd, there was a lot wrong with Jarrett Hurd, man. First, he tried to come out and box behind his shoulder. You know, that didn't work for him. So if I was Jarrett Hurd coach, I would have had him working behind the jab. Jarrett Hurd didn't throw that many jabs. I'd have had him throwing the double jab, throwing the triple jab, power jabbing. The one thing, Arias is able to come through the front door and take his cookies because he didn't throw the jab. You know, and you can't change Jarrett Hurd, even though he didn't have that many 30-plus amateur fights. You can't make Hurd secure Stevenson. And that's where Coach K messing up at. You gotta refine what he does well. You know, he should be in the high guard. You know, you should be teaching him how to roll shots. You should be teaching him how to use a jab. You should be teaching him how to take less punishment in the style of being aggressive. You can't change him. You know, you can't change him into pivoting and sticking and moving and boxing on the back foot. You know, you only can reform that. You only can make him the best pressure fighter he can be. You don't see too many people trying to change Chavez, even if he did lose or win the fight. And that's what you gotta do with. That's what Coach K got to do with Jarrett Hurd. You know, let him be the aggressive wild stallion that he is, but also teach him how to, you know, pick shots off, roll shots, not take that much punishment. But it may not be a great fit. You know what I'm saying? It may not be a great fit. It may not be a great fit for him, man, with Coach K. You know, he fighting like this and shit. But Arias looked like a little fucking welterweight in there with a cruiserweight. And he made up for it, man. He just did what J-Rock did. He just added on to it through the overhand right. Had a lot of conditioning, you know. Maybe Jarrett Hurd did drop him right before the bell, right after the bell. But Arias won that fight. You know, and the knockdown was bullshit. Honestly. Excuse me. The knockdown was bullshit. And if I gave him any advice, it would be pick up the jab. J-Rock wouldn't have been able to come in on him. J-Rock wouldn't be able to come in with him with a jab. And Arias wouldn't even be able to run down on him without a jab. A jab is important. Jab, straight right hand. He got the hooks down pack. He went to the body. Jab right hand. Double jab right hand. You know. Jab overhand right. Hook jab. Hook right hand. That's what he had to do last day. He left his jab in the locker room. Or he left his jab in camp. That was the biggest thing. His jab was non-existent. That's why J-Rock and Arias was able to come in and do what he wanted to do. Do what they wanted to do. Excuse me. That's why. So if he picked up the jab, you know, Arias wouldn't have been able to come in. He would have had to eat a jab. And he couldn't eat that many jabs. You know, jab, right hand, jab, jab, hook. He didn't pick up the jab. That was the biggest frustrating thing. But shout out to Arias. He shoot shine downstairs, threw hard shots upstairs. Arias didn't have to worry about nothing. So why not come through the front door if I ain't got to worry about no deterrent? You know. You know, that's what I'm saying. But, I mean, it is what it is. People gonna have their opinion on it. I think most people saying Jarrett Hurd. Well, let's talk about Arias, man. Arias, I would think it might be Jarrett Hurd won his few fights at middleweight. Let's see if Jarrett Hurd fought at middleweight before. Hold on. There we go. Let's see. Ooh. So, yes, he's fought at middleweight before. Second, 1, 2. Hold on, I'm looking at the wrong weights. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven times before this time. You know, 7 times. Because anything above 54 is middleweight. So yeah, he fought there before. We'll talk about Arias, man. Arias, man, think about it. Arias is a guy who lost to Luke Keeler on points. Luke Keeler got stopped by Demetrius Andrade. He lost to Danny Jacobs. He had a split draw against Rosado. Probably lost that fight. Rosado always getting messed over. 5'11", you know what I'm saying? 30 years old, he's still quite young. But, you know, only 9, he had what? 22 fights, only 9 KOs. You know what I'm saying? And last time he got a knockout was in 2017. 17. But talking about fight next, I mean, you got Demetrius Andrade, Triple G if the Murata fight fought through. You got Lara there. You got Eubanks. You got Derevchenko. Saluki just put out the Jaime Maguire fight again. He's going to fight Chris Mills Zamata. You know, there's some fights there for Arias. Torian Johnson, Carlos Molina. You know, there's some fights there for him, man. So best of luck to him moving forward. But for Jarrett Hurd, a lot of people say it's over with for Jarrett Hurd. I'm sure. You know, Charlo trolled him. You know, rightfully so, because he didn't fight Charlo. He should have fought him they could have fought for the majority of the belts. But honestly, man, I mean, I don't think it's over for him. But I look at it, man, they definitely gotta sit down and have an intervention to see what he does well and what he don't do well. You know, he's not gonna be a sticker mover. He's not gonna be a guy that's gonna outbox you. He's a guy that's gonna pressure you, and let's find the most efficient way. To allow Jarrett Hurd to be himself and take minimum punishment. And that's what they got to do. Let Jarrett Hurd be Jarrett Hurd, right? Let Jarrett Hurd be Jarrett Hurd. But let's find ways to roll shots. Let's find ways to pick shots off. Let's find a way to get on the inside and do good, you know. Let's find a way to move your head off the line. Let's get you on your toes a bit. Let's find a way to get you off the line. Let's find a way to pick up that's the number one thing they need to work on is jab. For you to not throw a jab in these fights, it's troubling. That's my number one concern, but they're in some trouble. He in some trouble, man. It may be time to contemplate moving on to retire from boxing. I think people say he done at the world class level, you know. And then when the boxing wasn't working, he go forward, and that ain't effective no more. So honestly, man, 54 is the biggest advantage for him. Going to 60 would be a problem. To be honest, man, he need to be on his toes, picking his jab up, on his toes a little bit, picking his jab up, you know, walking guys down. It's a way to not take that punishment, you know. It's a way to not take all that punishment, man, and weave. And, you know, it's been some great pressure fighters that had great defense, underrated defense people don't recognize. But for him, Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. I think jab and jab would go a long way for him. But hey, let me know what you guys think about Arias getting the split decision victory over Jarrett Hurd. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, call, respond to real request. All my social media links description. Twitter's the password, and Facebook and Instagram. All the links there. Facebook group link there as well too. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CTGood313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate, share the video. Let me know what's in the comment section. Peace. All right, appreciate everybody for supporting the channel, man. Everybody that been here since day one. But if you want to continue to support the channel, you want to continue seeing me go to these fights, man, I appreciate if you do donate to the channel. Now you have several ways to donate, and you can like the channel, you can share the channel, you can subscribe to the channel. Most of you guys do that on everything. But financially, if I'm gonna go to Wilder Fury, Spence Pacquiao, and all the big fights, and I'm only entertaining going to the big, I'm only interested in going to the big fights, I'm gonna need you guys' support. You can reach me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, anytime for any advice, or you want to advertise your business on the channel. It's another way you help support the channel. I do want to work with businesses and all that. But if you want to make a donation, Cash App is CJGood313. That's in the description. PayPal link is in the description as well too. Appreciate it. Peace.